Welcome to Made in Moray, the podcast that focuses on the successes and struggles of local businesses. Let's get started.
My name's G, I'm your host, and today I'm sitting with Rhona Patterson, who is the owner and editor of Lifestyle Magazine. Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you give us a little bit of an overview of what the magazine is?
Well, Lifestyle Magazine has been in the go now for 3 years. We launched in October 2016. I can't believe it's all that time already. But it's a magazine for Moray, but not necessarily all about Moray, but it does have quite a lot about everybody in Moray, can help businesses and let everybody know what's happening in Moray.
Oh, absolutely. And I was thumbing through it, and I was amazed by the breadth and depth of information. It's got culture, art, fashion, food, health, community, services. How do you manage to cover so many areas?
Probably with great difficulty and very little sleep.
So how many hours a day does it take up? Because it must take.
I don't know that I would want to actually record that. I don't mean record that live on the radio or on your podcast. I mean, I don't want to take note of it because it would shock me how many hours I spend. I do so many other things as well, so it's not always, all day is not always about the magazine. I try to fit in a lot of other things in my day. But yeah, it can be into the wee small hours as well.
And I imagine that people don't really understand that because they only see the finished product. They don't see all the hours of hard work that go into the background of it. And you're both owner and editor, which is a double responsibility.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's I'm sales. I mean, I started off as sales basically because the magazine, I started off working for the magazine, not owning the magazine. Mm-hmm. So my role really is sales. So it's getting in the advertising. Okay? Mm-hmm. So that's my major role really.
So how did the transition occur from first getting involved in sales to then becoming the owner?
Well, the magazine started off, it was an idea of Colin Brown, who I'd known for many, many years, of MMS Almac printers, and who were at that time in Keith and Elgin, have now moved everything into Elgin. And I'd known Colin for many, many years. That he'd done all my printing for my Keith leaflets. I'm involved in community work in Keith. Mm-hmm. So I had a relationship with him for doing all my printing for the Keith stuff. So he'd known what a gab I was, basically.
and a great one at that.
And had an idea for a magazine. Something he'd always wanted to do for many years. And had asked me that if he was to do that, would I be interested in coming on board with him to sell the advertising, basically, because that was my forte, basically. So, yeah, I had said, I was interested, move forward some time. Eventually, that came to fruition. I came on board and I was working with Colin and some of the other team to do that. As I say, we launched in 2016. But again, moving forward, we were doing that every month at that time, to be fair, and I don't really know how we did that. Now that I do it every 2 months, I have no idea how we managed to do it monthly.
Every 30 days there was a new magazine.
Yeah, it's just but there you go. Saying that, there were more people involved at that time. But it's a lot to launch a new product, a new business from day one, and we launched a very good quality product from day one. A lot of other products that are launched in the beginning start very small and build. Mm-hmm. We didn't. We launched big and quality and tried to stay that way, and that was a tough ask of any business. We just regrouped and rethought things through and just, as I say, just going forward without all the ins and outs of it. It was decided that it wasn't the best fit for Colin's business. So we decided that I would take that forward myself, keep it going, because basically I'd been there since day one, building it from nothing because basically the adverts, without the adverts, there's no magazine because there's no revenue.
Absolutely, because it's free. It's free for
everyone to pick up. So as I say, the advertising pays for it. So without that, there would have been no magazine. So that was me. That was my part in the business. So I chose to continue that on. But with MMS still very much involved because they print it. It still stays in Moray, printed in Moray. I'm very proud of that.
Wow. You said it launched big. Do you think it was better to launch big than launch small?
Well, hindsight, who knows, Ken? I haven't asked Colin whether he regrets that or not, but no, we did what we did. It has been a good product from the start, and it's got into people's shopping bags from 2016. They've picked it up, and it's now well established.
It's also interesting that you established a business that now helps other people establish businesses and get the word out about what it is that they do.
Yeah, well, I'm proud of that, Ken. I always like to help. It's good to help new businesses, Ken, if I can. If I know somebody that's starting up new. I mean, here, Ken, we were sitting here in Lossiemouth, just in the latest issue that we have out is obviously Alison at Restore. So did a wee piece for Alison, and there will be another bigger piece, Ken, next year, Ken, once she's had a wee bit time to bed in, as it were, Ken. Because she's growing, I think every day there's something new happening in her business, Ken. And that's as I say, I'm proud to do that, to help new businesses if I can.
Oh, it's fantastic. And just like coming in here to do the podcast is another way of helping out media, of helping out people, of helping get the word out about things. So I really appreciate the fact that you're here, for sure. What are some of the typical tasks then that you have to do on a daily basis to keep things going with the magazine? With the magazine?
Gosh, well, up in the morning and straight onto the computer to see if there's any emails that have popped in overnight or before I've managed to get up, because if I'm maybe not in my bed till 2 in the morning, I'm maybe not quite so bright first thing in the morning. So just checking the emails first and foremost, checking my diary to see if I have any appointments for the day. To be honest, I do prefer to be out and about speaking to people rather than stuck in front of a computer. But unfortunately, the computer is very much a part of my life, sending emails, answering emails, and all that stuff that has to be done. But as I say, if I have an appointment, then I like nothing better to be out in the car and away seeing people and actually speaking to people, because that's what I do.
Yeah. What about the breadth of the areas and the regions covered? So you're at Banff on one side of Moray? My geography's terrible. I think that's on one side.
Well, basically, the magazine, the area that the magazine covers as far as the copies are distributed, I say it's the whole of Moray. It goes up to Nairn, across to Granton, and it goes down to Banff, Macduff, Turriff and Huntly. And that's the area that the hard copies are distributed to. But it's available digitally. And so basically, it's available absolutely anywhere. And so I monitor that with my competitions, and that's how I kind of get a gauge of where it's going. And I get entries in from all over the country. I mean, I've quoted saying we get from Shetland to London, but I mean, that is literally what is happening. I've had, and this issue in particular has gone absolutely crazy, and I've had huge numbers from the Central Belt, and East Kilbride, Fife, Glasgow, and down, below the border as well. So advertising wise, I go and see people anywhere. I'm not going south of the border. I'm not asking people south of the border. In my car, I'm not sure I would be. I'd never be off the head of the road if I was doing that. But, as far as me visiting clients, then it's not just that, area of distribution that I visit. I go out beyond that. I mean, I'll go into Aberdeen, I'll go up to Inverness, and visit clients there. So anybody who's interested in attracting business from the Moray area or from the distribution area, then they could advertise in Lifestyle magazine. So it's not restricted to the Moray area at all.
Oh yeah, clients and customers could be anywhere.
Absolutely.
And if it's available digitally, then the reach is maybe everywhere on the planet. Wow.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that there are quite a few competitions in the magazine as well. So it's not just the fact that people pick it up and read interesting articles about local people and businesses and what they're doing. There's a chance to win something as well.
Oh yeah, I mean the competitions, it's something we started off. I've now kind of got a reputation for having some excellent competitions, so I've got to keep up that reputation now. It's a challenge every time, but I mean it's the businesses who are advertising, who are featuring in the magazine, who put up those prizes. And so it's thanks to them for keeping that going. It's not me that's providing the prizes. It's the businesses. But it's hopefully of benefit to the businesses as well. The whole point is that it is beneficial to the businesses. As I say to them, it's the only way you get on the front cover of Lifestyle, because I don't do adverts. Or if you're lucky, if you happen to be able to provide the excellent cover picture, which it was this time. It was Mandy Shue who was the artist and managed to and provided me with the picture for my cover. But that's the only way you got on the cover of Lifestyle. We don't do advertising on the front cover.
That's a pretty unique selling point, actually. It's almost counterintuitive, but the way you explain it, it makes perfect sense to me. What do you think is the reason for the popularity and success of the magazine so far?
Well, what Colin said right in the very beginning was that he wanted to launch a magazine that people actually wanted to read. There is enough out there that is, you can flick through. I'll leave for people to make their own interpretation of that. But we wanted to bring out something that people wanted to read. People hear me say umpteen times when I speak to them, I don't shy away from the fact that advertising pays for the magazine, but I don't want it to be full of adverts. I speak to my clients and I try to work with my clients, and it's doing advertorials, features, so it's more than advertising that I do for my clients, and so that the magazine is interesting for my readers. And so that works for my clients and that works for my readers.
Oh, absolutely. The last copy I've picked up like at least 5 or 6 times and gone, I missed that last time. I always find something new in it. It's great.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. What are the biggest hurdles that you have faced being the owner and editor of the magazine?
Time.
Okay.
Probably time. And that's not just the magazine. I mean, that's just my life, and I am so busy. But it's just as I think I said in the beginning, we used to do this every month. It's now every 2 months, but that is even a challenge. Deadlines. And trying to get people to stick to deadlines.
They're called deadlines for a reason.
Yes. And I know everybody's really busy. I get that because I'm busy myself, and I get that people are busy. But when I'm saying that there's a wee reminder, the deadline is the end of this week, and then the end of the week comes and I say, another reminder that today is the deadline, and then the following week, last week was the deadline. So probably that's my biggest challenge, deadlines.
How do you remain so patient in a situation like that?
It can be challenging. But no, well, as I say, I just have to understand that, as I say, everybody is really busy, and I try to offer as much help as I can. So, rather than trying to be demanding, I try and offer, what can I do to help if I can.
Wow, that's a great way to look at it, because it's obviously a problem, and if you can help a person out with it, and maybe they do need help, and some people are afraid to ask sometimes. Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't even for the magazine, but I came across a situation where somebody had offered to do something, and they says, "Yes, I'll get back to you." And they hadn't. And when I actually went and spoke to them, they said, "I wish I hadn't said I'd do that, because I really don't have time to do that." So I said, right, how can we, solve that? So I think if you just approach somebody directly and find out what the problem is, you maybe find that, there is a solution.
That's a fantastic skill to have. How did you develop that? Where did that come from?
Probably just years. My older years, kind of many years of negotiating.
Life experience.
That's the one.
There's no substitute for that, for sure. You have a lot of energy. I've met you a number of times, and you're always able to shine light and speak positive about the work that you're doing and the work that people around you are doing. So where does this energy come from?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's not always the case. I do have times when I don't quite feel like that. I think I've kind of said it's not just the magazine. I do an awful lot of community work as well. And I'm just, as you were saying that about how I had quite a tough meeting the other week, and the people sitting in that meeting I don't think would agree with you about me being positive.
It's something that I've seen, and maybe they need to stop and take a look around and realize that people are usually working a lot harder than people think they are. They just don't see the full picture, and it's worth. Well, why don't they approach you the same way that you approach other people? If they approached you and said, "What can we do to assist you or help you?" Maybe.
Yeah. No. As you know, it's just it's very difficult, and certainly in the volunteer world, everybody again is so busy, and there is so much to be done these days in volunteering, and everybody's got such busy lives, and then unfortunately it's left to the willing few.
Absolutely.
We need far more people to step up.
So true. Can you tell me a little bit about the community work that you're involved in?
Crikey. How long have we got? Well, it's just, I mean, I've been involved in community work for many, many, many years, Ken. So I'm director and chairman of the Keith Regeneration. So everybody probably recognises the In Keith. So inkeith.com, so the website, etc. Everybody recognises that. So it's that. The New Mill Association, Community Association, I'm in charge of that. I'm in the Keith Show Committee. I can't even remember all the things, to be honest. Crikey, the main one that I've just taken on is the Longmore Community Hall, which all the halls in Moray that have been taken over by the communities, I'm chair of the Longmore Community Hall.
Wow. And I know about that one because they do the car boot sales.
They do indeed. Yes, we do that the first Sunday of every second month, and the next one's the 1st of December, so that'll be a Christmassy one. So we're changing it more to a fair. So because it's getting more a craft fair, there's more crafty people coming on board. So we're trying to change the kind of focus on that to try and get more of the public in through the doors.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great idea, and I need to get myself down there at some point in time.
Good. Spread the word.
Yeah.
Tell everybody about it, please. We would appreciate that.
Get down there. You'll have fun. It'll be cool, and I'm sure there'll be refreshments and other things.
Yes.
available.
Well, in December we're going to have soup and mince pies.
That's me in. That's it. Have to go. What is it that you enjoy about the work that you do?
The magazine or the community work, or both, or just...
Well, you can say a little bit about both, maybe.
I mean, the magazine, it's my baby. And so, I've built it from nothing. Yes, it was Colin's idea. And I suppose should I thank him for that? It takes up so much of my time. Should I thank him? But yeah, it's my baby. So why wouldn't I love it? I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the fact that it is produced in Moray. It's printed in Moray. There are no others that are printed and produced in Moray. So that is something I'm really proud of. The community work, again, I'm proud of my community. So it's just trying to do the best for my community. None of it's benefit. I'm not involved in any of these things to benefit myself because, when my kids are all grown up, so they're not particularly users of any of the services, but it's just doing the best for my community.
It's a beautiful thing to do. Why do you think that it's only a handful of people that have that feeling or initiative within different communities?
I wish I knew the answer. If we knew the answer to that, once I know the answer to that, I'll do a feature in the magazine. I don't know. I mean, it's great the amount of people who do step up. I mean, I don't think we can say that there's not people stepping up, because there are so many volunteers out there doing so many different things. There's so many charities, and people are involved in so much community stuff. So there are loads of volunteers out there, don't get me wrong. But yeah, in a lot of the things, the community stuff that I'm involved in, you go to things and it's the same people involved in the same, you go to every meeting and it's the same faces around the table.
Yeah, that's true of a lot of communities.
Yep.
I'm quite sure, around the whole country. What are the hardest parts for you? What is it that you don't enjoy about the work?
Paperwork, the books, the emails, the bit that's not people facing. It's
the things
all
that
the
people
boring stuff.
the things that people don't see. The 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. work in front of the computer.
Yeah.
Emails back and forth. Wow.
That's the ones. And there was everybody's problem. But I don't know. There are people, because I said, the meeting, so that's the community, and I was saying that, I need somebody to do the, secretarial stuff and whatever, because, I don't like that. And there was somebody in the audience that says that's what they do in their organisation. So there are people who love that sort of stuff. There's people who do actually love doing books. There's people who, because that's their job. That's what they do. But so I need to, get somebody. I have thought about taking somebody on to do the bits. So there are people who do and will just come and do bits and pieces for you. And I have discussed that, and I am considering that to try and take some of the pressure off.
Yeah, and if there's anyone out there listening to this who knows someone who does something like that, get in touch. Every little bit helps.
Absolutely, yeah. And certainly in the community stuff, if anybody's can do any of that stuff, the books, the secretarial stuff in the communities, we're always looking for people like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every little piece of the puzzle connects together to make a big picture.
Absolutely.
If you could wave a magic wand and change one thing about the work that you do to improve something or maybe make your life easier, what would you like to change right now?
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, somebody actually said if I could clone myself. So I don't know if anybody could actually put up with more than one of me, to be honest, Ken. So we'll leave that with everybody out there to think about that one. And sorry, Tiff, I've put you off your breakfast or whatever you're doing when you hear this. But the thought of two Rhonas. But somebody did say I need to clone myself. But so I don't know.
Well, you could clone. We could have one of you for every community. Yeah. That would be.
Oh gosh, no. Oh good. No, I need more than one of me in my community.
Right. A team.
A team.
Yeah. And maybe somebody out there needs to start training people to do the work and pick up the skills that are necessary, because people
well, I used to do that. I was a community support worker, but the council made me redundant.
So now you're doing everything. You were the person that used to train the people to do the work, but that doesn't exist anymore, so now you have to do... Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They don't know what they're doing sometimes, do they? I've got no idea.
I wouldn't go there.
No, you can. I can, because nobody cares what I think, so I can say what I want. So there. No, I also know that they do hard work behind the scenes as well. Nobody sees the whole picture, and you don't know the whole picture until you go and ask somebody what is happening, and that's very true from my work with people in the local community. People think they know, or they assume things.
Should never assume.
Absolutely. Go and check, and then just to be sure, double check things before you open your mouth. Like me. Don't be like me. Right. Who is it that you admire or respect in the community for their work? Because you must meet a lot of people and see a lot of things happening.
Oh, crikey. Well, there's so many. I would hate singling out anybody. That's
okay. Yeah.
Because I understand. How do you single out people? Because as I say, there are. That's what I was saying. Yeah. I didn't want to say there weren't volunteers, because there are so many people doing great work in the community, and I would, just sitting here trying to think immediately of a name.
Yeah, don't give me a name, because that will. No, you're quite right.
Absolutely, I wouldn't. People. I just would love to say that I do. I admire everybody in the work that they do, because there are the ones that are doing their bit, they are doing tremendous work. And I don't want people to think that I don't realise that they are there, and a lot of people are doing a lot of fantastic work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think also people come and go. They have their phases and stages. Yeah, because life has its ups and downs.
Well, absolutely. And that's, I've heard that and people saying, I've done my bit, so I'm stepping down and taking a break. Unfortunately, I've been doing this for about 30 years, and I would quite like a break.
Break for 30 years now? That would be great. You can't stop, because there'd just be a massive space and nobody would know what to do.
Well, that's why I'd like somebody to step up and fill that space.
There we go. It's a challenge to somebody out there.
Yep.
Step up, show us your colours. Step up. Let's see if we can't solve all these problems together. What is your vision for the future of the magazine? What would you like to see happen with it?
Oh, goodness. Well, I mean, I still speak to people occasionally that haven't seen the magazine, so I'd like everybody to know the magazine. So it's still just getting it out there and promoting it and sharing it and letting everybody know that it's there and available for people to use, whether it's for their business or their community project, because obviously I do a lot of charity work in it as well, so I've promoted a lot of charities in it, community projects and things as well, so it's not just business. Just make sure everybody knows it's there, make use of it. Maybe occasionally pay me as well, that would be good. That would be nice.
Slightly more than occasionally would be good as well.
That would be good. So we'll build it up. We're looking to launch a website. So that'll be happening soon. I'm not going to put a date on it, but soon. As soon as you put a date on it and then you don't achieve that, that's always, so we'll say soon. The digital side and building the website is probably the way to go, and just, spreading it out a bit further.
Yeah. If there's any businesses out there that wish they could support more or do more, where do they start?
As far as getting into the magazine?
Well, let's start with that,
well, I mean, if they want to, obviously, just approach me. So just contact me. So it's Rhona Lifestyle. As I said, I'm building a new website. I'm getting everything now under my name, that it's all me. So it's Rhona LifestyleMurray.Scott. But having still a few wee glitches with that. So if that doesn't work, it's still Rhona MMS-publishing.Scott. So hopefully I'll get these glitches sorted out in the next few days and everything will be under the lifestyle name. But the MMS one will always reach me, because they'll be diverted as well. So you'll never have a problem getting to me.
You must have a huge inbox on a daily basis.
Yeah. And I'm not great at deleting and saving. That's, as I say, the IT skills and the secretarial skills are not my best forte. So, I need to get better at deleting and saving things in appropriate places.
Yeah. How do you prioritize your work when there's so much to do?
Oh goodness, that is the probably $6 million question, Ken, and I don't know that I'm that good at doing that neither. But it is a case of, when it's work, when it's lifestyle, obviously deadlines and things, and things are happening. You need to kind of prioritize that. When it's community stuff, if I'm applying for funding, then it's deadlines again, so there's a funding deadline coming up, so gosh, I've got to get that application away, or or there's a meeting coming up, I've got to go there. So it's just juggling. I'm spinning plates, and occasionally a couple of them break.
They do for all of us. If you can only not make mistakes if you're not doing anything. There you go.
Thank you for that. I'll save that one.
You're very welcome. Can people contact you through social media? Do you have any social media?
Yeah, well, yes, Lifestyle's obviously all on Facebook. So we do regularly get messages through Facebook, and we respond to them very quickly. I think that's quite a quick way of getting to us. Yeah.
Oh, super.
And we have Instagram, but that's Eve that handles that for me. I'm not into Instagram, but yeah, we are apparently on Instagram.
Yeah, and if there's any young people out there who are socially media literate, this is an organization that could do with your energy and your input. So, help out where you can, because you never know where it's going to lead. On a personal level, in terms of influence, recommendation, practicality, is there a book that you would recommend to everybody? Do you have any time to read? You don't have any time. You just spend all your time working.
That was hilarious. Sorry.
People who are working don't have time to read. Don't ask them silly questions. Okay.
If I go on holiday, then I usually take a Kindle and put some books on it and maybe try and read if I'm on holiday. But apart from that, I never have time to read. I go to my bed and maybe have some music playing just to relax and go to sleep. And that's it. It's work and sleep, I'm afraid.
So what's the relaxing music that you
it's quite a mixture. Yeah. Oh gosh, I've got such a mixture of tastes and music, but just I don't.
Is it? Do
you
put
in the spot to try and name something because I can never remember titles and tracks and things.
Is it on your phone or do you
iPod.
Have it in your iPod?
It's usually my iPod sat in there.
Okay, but the music helps you relax.
Yes. I usually like to have something. I know they say you should have silence, but I just don't like having music.
I do the same thing before I go to sleep, just to help me tune down.
Yeah. Get something else into the brain instead of all the...
Yeah, you don't want to... You're not going to fall asleep if you got that last email running around your head. It's too much. If your business were on fire... And it's this kind of crazy question because I don't think you've got like one place. I don't know. Imagine your house is on fire. Your home is on fire.
Well, that's my business. That's where I work from.
Right.
So it's everything. That's it.
Right. Your home's on fire. Your home's on fire and you've only got time to grab one thing on the way out. Everybody gets out safely. Everybody, nobody gets
So I'm not speaking about people and animals.
Yeah, the people and the animals are fine. They all get out, but you've only got time to pick up one thing as you're rushing out of your home. What do you pick up?
Oh, crikey. I mean, I don't know that I think things are important. It would have to be something that was close to beside me sort of thing, because things aren't important. I mean, people are important. And as you say, if the people and the animals are out safely, then nothing else really does matter. I mean, there are memories. Of course, there's things that can't be replaced that you have in your home. There's photographs and memories and things but you can't gather. There's too many of them to be, that you couldn't collect them all and take them with you. So depending if it is a fire, they say just leave everything and get out. So make sure everybody's safe. I just hope that I have saved it to the cloud properly.
But that's a great message because objects are replaceable. People are not. For sure. Now, a little bird told me that you had been nominated for an award recently. So, can you just tell me a little bit about this nomination?
Well, it's Moray Businesswoman. So I'm a member of Moray Businesswomen. Have been for a few years, and it's I'm a finalist in the Moray Businesswoman Woman of the Year.
That's quite an incredible award, I think, to be nominated for. And it's a great sign of your achievement so far to the community and hopefully into the future as well. So I want to wish you success with that award. And I think, as you've sort of already pointed out, that anybody who's involved in the association, anybody who has a business, anybody who's working towards making society and the community better, is doing a great job. And I think the fact that the award exists is to motivate people, bring people together, push people forward. It doesn't matter who wins the award because everyone is a winner, I think, at the end of the day.
Well, as I say, I mean, being part of Moray Businesswomen, I'm not sure how many people put themselves forward for the award. There are 4 finalists, and so I'm up against a tough bunch of ladies, and so I wish them all the best of luck, and we'll know on Saturday night again, so who the winner is, and but everybody's doing a great job in their own different ways.
Oh, absolutely. And Moray, I think, is a community that's leading in terms of women's business development and women's business leadership. It seems to be pretty much putting Moray on the map a lot of the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, without going into all the ins and outs of the political aspects of women and pushing women forward, but I think we do certainly have to do it. But I've always felt that women need to get there on their own merit, and I'm not particularly in favour of. I'm not in favour of discrimination, obviously, at all. Yep. But that's either positive or negative. I feel as though people should get there on their merit. Get rid of the barriers. It's always been what I've said. Make sure there are no barriers in the way, and that's kind of whether it's disability or gender or race or whatever it is. Then make sure there are no barriers to make sure people can be able to move forward, in whatever it's an organisation, business, whatever. Make sure that the path is easy for them. But discrimination, no. They need to be the right person.
Yep, I think it's all about being a good individual person and keeping the door open for everybody. And that was beautifully spoken. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. I hope the people out there listening understand the importance of giving everybody a fair chance.
Absolutely.
I want to be really respectful of your time. And thank you very much for coming in here today. I want to wish Lifestyle Magazine great success in the future. I want to wish you great personal success. And thank you so much for your contribution to the community. So all the best for the future.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Appreciate it.
You're always welcome.
Thank you.
Made in Moray is a product of the Academy of Language Therapy and Life Coaching. Book a free online personal or professional development consultation today. What are you waiting for?